would be reduced.
I do know that as Walmart has grown and has added thousands of jobs every year, what employs nearly 1.5 million associates in this country, that unions have lost their power. They represent about half of the private sector workforce they did just a quarter century ago.
Well, it's not just, there's a lot more than Walmart at work there. It's some of the benefits that union bosses negotiated, where GM is more in the business now of paying pensions than it is in making cars. So there was, a lot of the things that unions or big labor has done themselves, and states with less, of a share of the workforce in unions have seen greater economic growth in general. So it's not just one company or one firm. It's some problems with labor law and the labor union movement.
Do you think that this ever happens, though? Yes or no? This law goes through, makes it easier to unionize.
That it is a contrast between the Democrats and Republicans and the two candidates, and it could happen. The card check law, it passed the House a year ago, but was filibustered in the Senate. Now there might be less ability to filibuster it, and if you have a president who sympathizes with it, it would be easier. It would be easier to pass, and then you would lose the secret ballot, the cornerstone of all our elections.
Indeed. Well, that's got to be your final word, John Burlow. Thank you so much for being here. There may be sentiment against the unionization of Walmart, but many think that it should happen, and soon. Count Cynthia Murray among those people. She is a current Walmart associate. Cynthia, you don't worry that you think that your job and the situation at Walmart would be better if you were in a union?
I think we would be better with a union for all our Walmart associates across the United States.
Why is that, Cynthia? What would you get, do you think, being in a union that you wouldn't get today?
We'd get better treatment. We'd have more associates. With more associates, we'd be able to do better care for our customers that come into our store, and it would be overall a better situation for all of us associates. As far as health care, our treatment, and as far as having enough associates to do the jobs that we need to do.
But Cynthia, if unionization hurt Walmart in terms of dramatically higher costs, that could hurt its ability to hire additional people. It actually might have to employ fewer people if its cost went way up.
Well, I don't believe our costs would go way up. Walmart is making billions. If they're making billions now and we are understaffed, we need more associates. And with more associates, we'd have more people that would be employed. So I think that would be a win situation for all of us.
But Cynthia, Walmart has very low profit margins, and it all depends on how much its cost went up if a union took over in the company. So you can't easily say that they can handle the cost. They have margin, and then the cost might go up to consumers, to people who shop there, if that's where that Walmart has to make up the difference in the cost related to being unionized.
Well, why would the cost be passed on to the consumer if we went union?
If the unions demanded dramatically higher benefits, if it demanded a lot of concessions in terms of their added cost to Walmart, then Walmart needs to make up the difference and come up with the money somewhere else, and that would mean raising prices to consumers or maybe hiring fewer people.
Well, we're already hiring fewer people. Why wouldn't the cost be passed? I understand the cost is going to be passed on to Walmart, but if the cost, and if we did go union, why couldn't the cost be in fewer incentive pays that they give higher up people and the CEOs and that? Why not then take a less pay and the workers of Walmart get more of an increase?
Cynthia,
we are underpaid.
If you had to choose, would you, if it meant, say, a friend of yours' job, would you choose the union if it meant the people you knew wouldn't have jobs?
If I had to choose a union and that would put a lot of my workers out of a job, no, I wouldn't. But I don't believe that's true. We are understaffed now. We hardly have any associates now. I mean, we need more associates, which would give more people jobs.
Cynthia, we have to go, but Cynthia Murray, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. Have a great week, and an associate at Walmart.
Thank you.
Just think, you can be a couch